It's the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coach's Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's on 1019 100.5, 1450 WGNSSports.com and Big G TV.
And this portion of the show brought to you by the Law Offices of John Day, providing superior legal representation to injury victims and their families. Find out more at johndaylegal.com. And we have with us this morning, our guest is the first spring guy, and that would be Craig Revis, the head coach of the Siegel Stars in baseball. And Coach, it just seems like baseball starts earlier and earlier. I don't know.
Well, they did bump it up 3 years ago. They gave us a week earlier start. So, 1st of March now. We used to always start the weekend after time change, and now we're 5 games in by the time changes now.
Well, I tell you what, as far as we go with basketball, by the time we get to you guys, sometimes it's almost close to you're playing district games. I mean, that's how close it is. Let's talk a little Siegel Stars. I know there are a lot of people that are excited, and I think I know the reason why. You've got a really good bunch of kids out there this year, and I know your pitching is it probably one of the deeper that you've had in the last few years?
Oh, well, it may very well be the deepest I've ever had in 30 years.
Wow.
So, we go 7 or 8 guys that deep that we feel like can go out and compete. And, we got Division I arms. We got guys throwing 90, 91. We got guys that are throwing strikes. So, we got a couple left-handers. We go, so we got, we feel pitching-wise we can compete with anybody. And, as long as they go out and throw strikes, they're going to give us a chance to win every night.
Everybody, and we've had this talk before, and just like in the locker room or whatever, we've talked about you got to have pitching to get to where you go and to get to the state and that kind of thing. But more importantly, to get through the season and try to stay away from the injury bug, and it hits everybody. Those saying you never have enough pitching, that really is true, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, because, like you said, you never know with injuries, and we've got a couple guys that play positions on days they don't pitch, so we have to manage that and make sure they're getting a good arm rest and things like that in between starts, and we feel like we can manage that with what we got going on, so but we'll see as the season goes.
You opened up, I think, with a 3-game set with Stewart's Creek, didn't you? And you did real well. I know they are always talented, and you really did well.
Yeah, we played very well. They've had some injuries. They've had a couple pitchers get hurt, and they lost their catcher the first night, so they're banged up a little bit. So, they're going to be pretty good by the end of the year because they're playing a lot of young guys. But we played as good as we could play. Through strikes, we didn't make any errors in the whole series. We hit balls hard, didn't strike out a lot, just did everything we needed to do to put together wins.
And somebody told me too, defensively, you guys are playing really well right now. You hope that continues too.
Yeah, absolutely. We made 2 errors last night that neither one of them. Well, one of us cost us a run, but that's the first 2 errors we've made. So in 4 games, we've made 2 errors.
That's not bad.
Of course, we're striking a lot of guys out.
Right.
It helps your defense becomes real good when you're striking guys out.
Amen, brother. I want to talk a little bit about the pitching staff, and if you can name some names for me. I'm going to start out because I know this kid, and I know what kind of kid he is, and that's Jackson Barrett. Had some injuries a little bit last year, but came on pretty strong toward the end of last year. But he's coming into his own, and I think he's third in the rotation or something like that.
Well, he throws day 3 because he plays third base. We feel like any 3 of our 3 starters, anyone could be a 1. But Jackson, he has picked up probably 5 miles an hour on his fastball since last year. I mean, he's touching 93 right now, and the other night he threw about as good as you could throw.
Shutout, wasn't it? Yeah.
Shutout. Really came close to a perfect game. If we make one little play, we didn't make an error, but we made a mental error and cost a base runner. But anytime you go out there and you got 3 college coaches coming over and wanting to see your lineup and know about the guy you're throwing, that tells you a little bit. And, I fielded a couple more calls on the day after from colleges interested. So with him being just a junior and showing all that potential, he's going to be very good this year.
He looks like he's been in the weight room too. I can remember him when he was 11, 12, 13 years old, but now when I see him, I was like, boy, he's a man. I mean, he really is. He's really beefed up. 6'1",
he's strong. But that's across the board. Coach White and Coach Intrican have our guys in weightlifting class every day, and they do a great job. Over the last 3 years, we have really become physical and strong, and which is sort of the name of the game now.
Well, I want to mention a couple of I know you start with pitching. Name us a couple of your other starters that you have.
We're throwing on night one is Colton Barron, who signed with Maryland. He came on last year after sophomore year, had Tommy John surgery, and, started out. We, had to pace him out last year, but by the end of the year, he beats Rossview in the state tournament. He threw Monday night, threw as good as I've seen him throw. Velocity's there, location, all 3 pitches throwing for strikes. So he's one that's definitely going to give us a chance to win every time out.
And around the infield, I know I think Baker at short, is that right?
Baker, yep, he's signed with ETSU, so he's our shortstop. Josh Duggan, who's a 3-year starter now over at first base. Barrett will play third when he doesn't pitch. And then we got a little freshman that stepped up to sort of fill in third when Jackson goes in to pitch, and days we need to give him arms rest, Keegan Lewis. Second base, we're still working through, but we've had Josh Lawson playing there last year that played a little bit for us last year, and he's sort of been hitting the 9-hole and absolutely tearing the cover off the ball. And Nate McDowell, who's a junior that we're looking to fill in, and then the freshman Keegan Lewis may be over there some too at second.
And you've got a standby in the outfield too. I guess it starts in center field, but he's had a few games under his belt too.
Yep, Hostetler's been starting now for every game for 3 years. He mans center field. We know if the ball goes up somewhere in that vicinity, he's going to run it down.
I think he's the ultimate. I think he's the ultimate coach leadoff hitter. I mean, he's got speed. He has a good idea of the strike zone. Doesn't chase a lot. Is that be accurate with him because he's been so solid for the last 2 years?
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. If he gets on base, it's pretty much a double, possibly even a triple. He'll set the school record for stolen bases at some point this year. I can't remember how many far he is behind. But yeah, been solid contributor for forever.
It feels like Drew has been there for a long, because he started so young, but it's really good to have that experience. And for the most part, that's what you do have a lot of experience.
Yes, I mean, that's what we try to say. If you look across the state, there may be 1 or 2 teams that's got more actual experience than we do because we've got, been back-to-back state tournaments with a lot of these guys started as a sophomore. So, logged a lot of games and a lot of experience, and there's just not a whole lot new to most of these guys. They've seen it all.
I wanted to. I don't have enough time, but Coach, when I know you're getting you've got a new scoreboard or a new video board, and it's some exciting things.
Yes, we're waiting on. If anybody works for MTE out there, we're waiting on MTE to come hang a transformer and get us going. We've sort of been waiting on them all week, and I'm hoping they'll be here Monday. But we'd love to come back out. We've got a 27 by 13 video board, and they still hadn't got, we're going to put a big star on the top of it and stuff, and that hadn't quite got finished. So hopefully by the end of next week, it'll be going, and But yeah, it's very exciting to have something like that.
What an experience for fans, and the price is not much considering all that you're going to get, and some good food at that concession stands too. Craig, I wish I could talk to you longer, but good luck. I know you're busy, and good luck with the Stars. We'll be out there very, very soon.
All right. Look forward to having you all out.
All right. That's Craig Revis, the head coach of the Siegel Stars. Up next, we're talking softball with Lonnie Drayton, our show. I'm all in the games. It brought to you by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA, the largest and most comprehensive orthopedic surgery group in Middle Tennessee. Find out more at TOA.com.
We're catching up with Anne Marie Brents at Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior